out of here.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah, you did.
What I do?
Go.
What I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
Going home tonight, okay? I don't think I have no evidence or no information to suggest that you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Body cam footage is vital evidence in proving one's evidence. In most scenarios, cops who lie or omit facts to trap smart people who know the law are disproven by the footage recorded on their body cams, which is what makes them so important. Here are some of the smartest people destroying corrupt cops with facts and logic. But what kind of scenarios lead to these people outsmarting cops? How do they do it without breaking a sweat? To prove how dumb cops act sometimes, watch how a mere kid can outsmart them in the first clip. Rewinding to September of 2019. Junior Lawman is a 15-year-old juvenile who owns a gas-powered bicycle that he uses to commute to school. Junior's neighbors, not liking this, filed a complaint and threatened physical abuse against the teen. That's when Michael Franch, Junior's father, pulls up and starts arguing with the neighbor. Amidst all this, another neighbor calls the cops and notifies them of what is happening. The cops arrive in front of Lawman's house and ask his father to step out to question him. Lawman's father greets the cops with the smartphone in his hand and asks them to identify themselves to him with their respective names and badge numbers. The cops, being the highly trained civil servants they are, ignore him. As the cops begin to question Michael as to what the disturbance was, he responds with, "I don't know what you are talking about." To which the cops reply, "Okay, can you step down here for a minute?" Michael says no thank you, and tries to re-enter his house when the cops arrest him. When Michael asks why they arrested him, they respond that he was trying to resist arrest.
Without a warrant, without any probable cause.
Let me just talk for a second.
I said, I don't know anything, and he tackled me in my house.
He told you to stop, right?
He did not say anything of the sort.
Officer,
it's all
I
on
heard
video.
the whole thing, and
all
it's on video, so.
It's all on
I know,
video.
it is.
It's all on video.
It is.
Dude, that guy is out of control. I'm filing
Officer,
complaint against him. I
officer.
want him nowhere near me. That guy is crazy.
Officer.
Excuse me and you, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Shh. No, he can
No.
talk. He can talk.
No,
I can
not
talk
while I'm
because
trying
I
to
was in
talk
the
to
You gonna arrest
situation.
him?
No, I'm not going to arrest
Okay,
you.
then calm down. Then just what? Like,
Well,
he
you want
can
me to talk to you?
He recorded the whole thing.
Junior begins to follow the cops escorting his father while recording them. He begins to ask the cop questions, and they try to shush him. He smartly replies, "I can ask questions. I was here and involved in the situation." The cops try to intimidate Junior, scaring him. Jack acts level-headed and asks for the cop's badge number.
In my personal
Nothing
space.
at all.
No. What's your name?
Yeah, I do not need to give you that.
Yeah, you do.
Jack,
For what
no,
reason?
Jack, don't do
Because you're
anything.
I
involved
know.
in this.
I'm involved with this, yes. But this guy threatened me and called the cops on you. And what's your badge number?
What's your name?
What's your badge number? Badge number. That says name.
3K12.
The cops try to intimidate him again by asking his name, to which Jack refuses to make any statement to the cops. When the cops try to send Junior back to the house, he asks, "For what reason?" To which the cop has no reply. When two of the cops go back to retrieve their body cam, the cop questions Junior if he was driving up and down the street on his motorcycle, to which Junior replies that it was a gas-powered bicycle.
Down the street on a motorcycle?
I was on my gas bicycle.
Okay, that's a gas-powered vehicle. You have to have a driver's license.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Not when it's 50cc and you have a permit for it.
The cops try and scare him by saying that you need a driver's license, to which Junior replies, "It's not if it's below 50cc, and I have a permit for it," which is correct. Although the family was severely ill-treated by the cops, this cloud has a silver lining as Michael would receive justice, as the court booked the cop in charge for 5 violations. Junior is now 18 and on course to become a lawyer. Talk about sweet revenge. As instruments of justice, you'd think the most basic principle a cop would have is to not lie, but some cops will lie to no extent to satisfy their sadistic sense of justice. As you are going to see now, this cop tries to entrap this teenager returning home at night. On the night of the 28th of August 2022, Taven Galanakis, a college student returning home at night by car, was pulled over for having his bright lights on. Taven would soon start getting accused of having bloodshot eyes, which is untrue as we can see on the body cam footage, clear as day. The cop takes him over to his car to get additional info, and he continues to accuse him of drinking. Taven replies, "I've had nothing to drink."
I've had nothing to drink. Okay. So your movements in the car with you fumbling over the registration?
Yep.
Kind of say otherwise.
Taven asks to do the breathalyzer test, but the cop dodges the question by making him do every other sobriety test known to man. Even after the breathalyzer test is done and it comes out as 0.0%, the cop completely ignores this and starts reading Taven his Miranda rights and arrests him.
Tonight, we're about to do a test and he's gonna find out I had nothing to drink. He's gonna look stupid. Ain't that right? I've had nothing to drink. Zero.
The cop also starts to accuse Taven of smoking weed and tries to entrap him by asking, "When's the last time you smoked weed?" Taven Galanakis immediately catches on and doesn't entertain the question.
Last time I smoked weed?
I do not remember that. Tonight?
No.
Okay, well, I think
right?
it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight.
Jasper 6:30 down on PCT.
What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoke? I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do that.
Absolutely, I can.
Is he allowed to do that?
Yes, he is.
So I blow zeros and you smoke drugs, man.
Taven is taken to the station where they conduct a narcotics test on him, which comes out negative, and he finally leaves, but not before he says to the cop, "You made a dumb decision today." Taven Galanakis definitely had the last laugh in this scenario. The cop's behavior in Lawman's case is going to seem tame in comparison to what you're about to see next. Watch how an off-duty chief of police reacts to two teenagers simply riding their scooters. This last case we are going to watch is going to display on full blast how fragile the average cop's ego is. On September 17, 2022, 19-year-old Parker Whalen and 18-year-old Travis Crin were playing on their bike scooters when Chief of Police Michael Cicchini started to verbally abuse and harass the two of them. Cicchini makes his way up to Travis and aggravates him to commit assault so he can book the teenager for a crime. But Travis holds his peace, and that's exactly when this cop jabs Crin in the chest with his flashlight.
Get out of here. I didn't even do that. Yeah, you did. What'd I do? What'd I do? Go. That battery?
As soon as the cops arrived on the scene and started taking statements from both parties, it became increasingly clear as to who was in the wrong here. It started to become evident that he was trying to abuse his post as chief of police and get the teenagers trapped. These teenagers would have the last laugh though, as Cicchini would soon quit as chief of police due to this incident going viral.
That doesn't work that way, dude. You're gonna tell me the law? What, you think some legal scholar on the Supreme Court? No, but like, what are we doing as a police? You can't disturb the people.
As we can see, cops who abuse powers don't last too long as justice catches up to them sooner or later whether they like it or not. With corrupt cops crawling all around, help us spread awareness of how to react to these situations, just like how these gentlemen did by liking this video. What do you think of cops like these? And how would you react if you were confronted by one of these bigoted cops? Let us know in the comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to see more cops get hit with true justice.